Hello Maths fans, and welcome back to another Maths Watch help clip, this time for Year 9 assessment on algebra, and in this case forming and solving equations, and it also includes formulae here, but we've got a solving equations one here I think, and this is question 16. This also relates to Maths Watch clips GCSE. If you were on GCSE on there, you'd have the Maths Watch clip, and this would be question 137, I think it is. 137. Okay, clip 137. Right, okay, so how do we go about this question? Look, it's a mouthful, and this sort of, makes your brain melt when the first time you do these questions. And this is the same for everybody. Everybody starts in the same place. We have to start somewhere here. So again, I'm writing down the information. School X and School Y play each other in a competition. X and Y, okay? School X has 8 more points than School Y, okay? So it's got 8 more points than School Y and 3 times as many points as School Y. Right, I'm going to use a different letter altogether here because everything's related to School Y, okay? 8 points more than School Y, 3 times as many points as School Y. That's the common link between these two bits of information. These are clues. This is what it is. A little problem, a little quiz, little puzzle here, and these are clues. So what I'm going to say is, I'm going to let School Y, I'm going to say it's got, let's give it a letter. I'm going to give it an X or a Y this time, okay, because I think that will confuse things. Let's say it's got A points, all right? So what does that mean School X has got? Well, let's take the first expression. 8 more points. 8 more. What does that mean? Is that addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division? 8 more. 8 more. It means you add, doesn't it? So one way of writing what X has got is A plus 8. Okay. Then the second bit of information says School X has got 3 times as many points. Times as. There. It's sort of giving you the clue there, isn't it? Times as many points as School Y. So again, we're saying School Y has got A. Another way of writing what X has got, it's got 3 times as many. Again, is that multiplication, division, subtraction, or addition? Well, the times gives it away, doesn't it? Okay, I'm timesing by 3. Sorry, I should have written that there, shouldn't I? You added 8. That's one way we could get the number of points School X has got. Or we can times by 3. So there we have 3A. Okay, so this would get you marks. This would get you marks to this point here. It's the next bit that you've got to just think about what's actually happening here. Okay, how many points does each school have is what's being asked here. Okay, we'll get to that at the end here. The key thing is obviously if you knew what A was, the value of A, you'd have the answer, wouldn't you? So how do we get that? Okay, well, it's told us 2 ways that School X has got points, okay? Well, School X has got A plus A points, or we could write it as 3A points. Whatever works out, these 2 expressions here must have the same value. So we can say that A plus 8 must be equal to 3A. It's the same points. It's 2 different ways of writing the number of points that X has got, School X has got. Okay, and here we go now. So what do we do now? Okay, well, this is unknowns on both sides. We get rid of the smallest amount of the unknown from both sides, which in this case is 1A. So I'm going to take away A from that side, take away A from that side. You move 8 and 2A. And it becomes very easy, I hope now. We divide both sides by 2. A is equal to 4. Brilliant. So school Y has got A points. Yeah. So that's 2. Sorry, that's 4 points, isn't it? Okay. And school X, well, we can do 3 times 4. That would give me 12, or 4 plus 8 is 12. You can see now both expressions are given the same answer for that value of A. 3 times 4 is 12, or we could have done A plus 8. 4 plus 8 is 12. The point is, at the end of it, they both end up with 12 points for School X. And there's your answer. Okay, a bit of a tricky one. But this is good preparation for GCSE. If you can work through this sort of thing, maybe come back to it in a couple of weeks, see if you still understand it or not. Okay, it doesn't always come easy first time, but practice is what makes perfect here. Okay, I hope that makes sense, and I'll see you soon.